How many you use that Bedrock? Anyone? No? Okay, good. Okay. So Bedrock simplify the process of using Composer in WordPress. So instead of having slides, let's move in live demo. So before jumping, I have already set up one project, and it will help you out to achieve all those problems which we have earlier talked. So what exactly it is? So to simplify, 'cause nowadays everyone is talking about Docker, right? So many guys have asked me that do you use Docker? Do you use Kubernetes? Do you guys use the Docker orchestration? Something like that. So to overcome that, I've simplified that process. If we really do not use any tool, it will be nightmare, because to have everything in a single Docker Compose file, or having a multiple project in Docker, it will be nightmare. So what we will use is, there is a tool called ddev. They are doing a fantastic job to having the Docker based PHP environment. What will help us? It will just one single command, and it will allow us to create a new project. So what we'll do, let's have it in demo. They are having a very good documentation as well. You can see there are so many projects they are allowing to create on. Our favorite WordPress is here, in Bedrock is here. So let it see. We just need to run few commands, and it will allow us to. So to use ddev, I will provide all the resources end of my slide. So before having the ddev, make sure you already having Docker Desktop installed in your machine. This should be the Docker Desktop. You can use it or install it like this. The ddev brew install auto you will find in the documentation. The best part is you will have valid SSL certificate in your local machine. So it will help you to some SSL restriction based website, or it will allow you to develop that thing. So here we go, just one click, and it will create a new project. And this is the standard command for create a Bedrock repository. So here is how it looks like. You can see there is a simplify the process. You can actually, if you see the traditional WordPress, there was a list among that. Are you guys able to see that? Okay. So you can see the traditional WordPress, how it is, everything is out there, everything is hard coded in the WP config. If you wanted to set up database, you wanted to set up S3 bucket, or this any functionality like the Stripe API keys, you need to put everything in the WP config. And if you are using there in the GitHub repository, or you wanted to have the CI/CD pipeline, it will go throughout there, and it will be publicly accessible. I mean from the CI/CD pipeline. So to overcome, what we have is, I have set up this is the ddev. You can see ddev list, you will find out the project. If anyone you have used the PM2 tool for the node, you can also see that this is a similar of the tool. So here you come, you can directly allow the HTTPS with whatever you name you want for your project. It will allow you to have this kind of dashboard, this kind of plugin. So now, if you wanted to install a plugin in Composer, you can see there is no add button, because I have run this in a production environment. If you run in a development environment, it will allow you to install the plugin itself. So, but as you know that if I run CI/CD, it will be just deleted from there, because in the git ignore, by default the plugin directory will be empty. So this is the main GitHub repository where I have set up the project. You can see the web is kind of empty. This is only application. This is just a blank folder. There isn't anything in there. There is no WordPress in there, and the very lightweight of the GitHub repository. So it is very easy to deploy through the CI/CD. So if we talk about the plugin installation, what you need to do is you just need to I'm having already. Yep. So if you want to install any plugin in there, what you need to do is you need to find your own plugin, or you can use your own GitHub repository. So if you want to the public repository or public plugins, what you need to do is you need to go to WP packages. Here you go. So you need to find the WP packages first, and you can find any plugin you want to install. Just copy the version you want to use. If you need more version, you can just click here. You need to copy this and install here. That's it. And you can just push it, or you can directly install the vdev command, and it will help you out to install it. So vdev, so for example, if you want to install any plugin, it will vdev composer update. So it will directly install that plugin from the repository. So if we want to have the PHP use cases, if you want, you can see the element is already installed here. All the listed plugin will be freshly downloaded from the public repository, and that will help you out to not having any malware kind of command. So you can see Elementary is already listed here. It was only 2 plugins. This is something very fascinating, where you really don't need to add a plugin or something like that. You might have faced issue like client is updated all the plugin and the website has cracked up, or it is not working, or because of the newer version is not supported by the theme or somewhere like that. So this is something we already have a setup CI/CD pipeline. You can see we have used 2 things actually. You can use any whatever the favorite CI/CD. There is a GitHub action we use for the PHP use cases. It will allow you to run the PHP test cases. It will if you want to use lint, or if you want to use any PHP other test cases, you can run through it. We have used the Jenkins for the deployment. It will Composer update after pushing the repository, or after adding the plugin to the repository. You can see the entire list of plugin will be showing here as well. Timeout. So by the console output, you can see that. This is something we used to do that. You can see looking for that, and it will freshly copy and it will create a build. If you are on Docker orchestration like ECS or EKS, you can use the AWS as well. We already using something like the source, build, and deploy. This will create read-only, and it will create a ECS, and it will create a ECR Docker repository where you can directly push it through your deployment thing. It will just do the same. It will install all the plugins. You just need to run a one command, that is a Composer install. Or if you already having all the plugin listed, you can just use the Composer update. Both command will work as the same. Let me see if I'm missing anything. Because running short of time, I'm so sorry. Just a second. Thank you. Okay. So we have seen that Composer install. You can compare both the things. The web app. The WP config, instead of having WP config, will have .env file. You can put everything here. So .env file. Sorry about that. You can see .env, and will have that env entirely. So every environment will have different envs. So you can